first step to fixing a problem is admitting there is one, and that's what Call of Duty did today with a few posts from various branches of the developmental process. From the official accounts posting as the COD Updates account to Raven, we got a little bit of messaging about the status of Black Ops 6 and Warzone and what the future will hold. So today I wanted to take some time, relay those messages, and give my thoughts on the situation. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay updated with all things Black Ops 6 and other FPS content. I'd love to have you here in the community. For now though, let's get into it. So firstly, we saw messaging from the official COD Updates Twitter. And then a few minutes later, we saw a follow-up from Raven to talk about things from their perspective. But the COD Updates Twitter said the following: an update from Team Ricochet. Several additional detections have been deployed over the last week. Over 20,000 accounts have been banned for engaging in boosting and cheating behavior, targeting ranked play in Warzone and Black Ops 6, and enhanced data center safeguards to ensure a more secure experience for Black Ops 6 ranked play. Team Ricochet remains active with teams working throughout the holidays. Looking to 2025, we're prioritizing adding an additional layer of server infrastructure to mitigate stability issues that occur at the server level, additional upgrades to existing kernel drivers and server systems, and a brand new server-side detection mechanism. And then followed up by saying, and as a reminder, spam reporting of any kind does not impact a player's in-game standing. Whether one player reports someone once or 1,000 times, our systems only consider the first report and throttle repeated reports. Users that attempt to spam report will have their account actioned on in accordance with the security and enforcement policy. We have recently banned over 8,000 accounts for malicious posting. So there's a lot to that, but we'll get there in a second. We'll talk about all this. In the meantime, here's what Raven also said a minute or two later. As we approach the end of the year, we'd like to share some insight on what we're working on for Warzone. Cheating remains a top priority, particularly in our ranked environment, and we want to acknowledge the impact it's having on our players. We are working closely with Ricochet anti-cheat team to pinpoint the servers of this behavior and take the necessary steps to protect our players. This is a matter that we hold close to our hearts as it affects everyone, developers and players alike. We're continuing to prioritize server performance and enhancing game stability across the board. We have prepared key updates to movement for increased fluidity and resolve numerous issues with perks and challenges. Players can expect faster mantle speeds, rebalanced perks, combat records, and the ability to close doors while running, which should definitely improve the overall feel of engagements. Additionally, we are addressing concerns with reviving mechanics. On the investigative side, we're closely examining reports of audio inconsistencies, lighting and visibility concerns, keyboard and mouse functionality, irregular UAV behavior, and discrepancies with contracts on the TAC map. Many of these improvements will ship shortly after the holidays. In the meantime, we wish you all a joyful holiday season. So again, there's a few things we can dissect here out of this. Starting with, I guess, the positive here out of this, we know about some future updates for some of the content here at this. On the Warzone side of things, again, so there are some gameplay changes that will make a key difference to how the game feels, I think. When it comes to increased fluidity, mantling speeds, perk rebalancing, combat record adjustments, and door maneuverability, all that stuff is, I see as positives here. Stuff that will definitely help the game and how it feels and how you can interact with it as a player. But that's about the only thing. That and the fact that we're actively mentioning, hey, we know we've got some work to do, but saying that is not the same as doing it. Other than that, admittedly, this is all just not great. I mean, some of it's even partially gaslighting players too. From the lack of immediate fixes for cheating, I mean, Warzone's cheaters can literally shut down servers and crash whole games. Things are bad among the gameplay balance for everything that we see here in a ranked environment, as well as just regular public environments in Warzone. Black Ops 6, again, the multiplayer side of things, zombie side of things, lesser affected than the ranked play and the Warzone experience overall, but I mean, still things that we should definitely be talking about. And here's the thing, I don't like being negative. I don't think that it's normally worth the time. And half the outrage you'll see, not here just in the COD space, but with content on YouTube and media in general, it's performative outrage, meant to frustrate you so that the creator and publisher can profit off that anger. But like this, at this point to me, it's just a matter of just fix it already or don't mention it. Like, this is the second time in the past week that we've had something similar where we've had some sort of message of what's going to be coming and what's going to be fixed, but we again still have to wait for so long. That's where we learned about the next update for the game for this kind of stuff would be season 2 or season 3. So we have at least still a month and a couple of days in change to go. So that is a long time for players to just be like, okay, yeah, they know about these changes, but why isn't anything being done about it? And yes, the holidays are right now. It's a sort of Caldera 2.0 where the game is playable, but only to a degree. Like, it's not broken like it was in Caldera, where the map was just truly not working, but like there's other factors that make the game unplayable in different aspects. So to have this messaging not once but twice now and talking about, hey, we're still a month away at least from some of these fixes, I think it's just going to irritate players even more. And not to mention, I'm a little annoyed at the clearly written message of, as a reminder, spam reporting of any kind does not impact a player's in-game standing, because that's just simply not true. I've seen players get kicked mid-game for it. I've seen many tweets of people getting shadow banned when they're just like, all I did was have a decent game in Nuketown or something like that. And also, if it didn't do anything, why would there now be people mentioning that cheat programs literally have a way to send 100 reports with one button push? Like, it does something. Maybe the reports that actually make it to real players don't end up having any negative repercussions, but whenever you end up having a system that is almost wholly predicated on AI, obviously that's going to be something that we see, and that's one of the big banes of the sort of Ricochet anti-cheat existence, is that it's so heavily reliant on AI. So acknowledge this issue and fix it. Don't try to be like, oh no, the building isn't burning, it's not on fire. So, and like we've already talked about this before, where I personally think there are better ways to do this in the first place. Like, we already have a hidden elo system for matchmaking and how that works, thus the skill-based matchmaking system. So why can't we have another one that has trusted versus non-trusted accounts? Like something that if a player can consistently have a sort of like, I don't know, let's go for the sake of argument and discussion, a 90% success rate on reports. Like they identify 90% cheaters, and maybe they get one or two wrong here at this, but they're not spam reporting everybody they see because they died around a wall. That oftentimes is just netcode, hit registration, garbage stuff with the service, which by the way should be updated. It's not something we should just push to the side or anything, but there are a lot of different logical explanations for sus kill cams or something like that sometimes in most situations. So if somebody can accurately identify a cheater and they are bringing in reports that are actually accurate, getting cheaters off the streets, I feel like their weight in a report should be a little more. And yes, there's the whole topic of like, oh, but you can then misuse that trust. And that's where, again, dipping below that percentage of successful reports, that's where it ends up taking that weight away from you. I feel like that's a sort of mitigation in itself, but you need to have something that doesn't have those sort of implications of, oh, somebody's mad at me, okay, guess I'm shadow banned. So between all of this here, between the mentions of cheating fixes coming in season 2, season 3, and then just sort of mentioning once again like, hey, we're aware, but we can't do anything right now, it's just, I said it before, I'll say it again, it's just unfortunate this is all happening in the inaction surrounding all of this, because personally, Black Ops 6 in particular, multiplayer and zombies, they've been a lot of fun for me. I've been having a blast. Zombies, I think, might be the strongest iteration of zombies we've had in a long time, and it doesn't seem like anybody inside that community is really having too many issues. But it sucks that we have a game that I'm personally enjoying. I think I'm having a lot of fun with and has so much potential still, that it's just being undercut at the knees by these just stupid situations. Things that really shouldn't be an issue, and we should be seeing action to mitigate this stuff even quicker. But it's just, I don't even know, man. Like this is one of those cases where it comes down to, I'm just an idiot with a microphone, man. Like I don't know that I have all the solutions, but it just sucks to see that other people's experience are being taken down because of everything that's happening and just this lack of action. So just want to fill you guys in here on the newest statements from Call of Duty and the official teams themselves, and that's where we're going to wrap it up. We got a couple of videos coming here throughout the holidays the next couple of days, so hope you guys have a happy, healthy, and wonderful holiday season here with this, where hopefully you can take some time away from Call of Duty if it's frustrating you and just hang out with friends, family, and have a good time. But that is, we're going to wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this? Like the news, dislike it, whatever the case, drop your thoughts. But if you enjoyed the video, if you found it at all insightful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Black Ops 6 and other FPS content. I'd love to have you in the community. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care and peace.